Hello friends. Most of the time it happens that after learning translation we feel that now we can speak very fluent English. When you start talking in English, then you realize that you are not fluent because you are expecting that after translation, after grammar you will be fluent, but after doing all that stuff now you are realizing something different. I will tell you that how can you increase the fluency. If you want to be a fluent speaker, then there is only one way to do it, and that is speak more. But there is one problem, that when we try to speak, we realize that we are making the wrong sentences, and that starts stopping us. It always happens that I have many students in my classroom, and they come as a beginner. I teach them something, and then they start conversation, and during the conversation they feel hesitant. They stop themselves because they feel that whatever they are speaking, it is actually wrong. They are not making right sentences. So I guide them that if you want to speak correct English, that is not going to happen. You just have to speak English, and how it will be correct, that is my responsibility. So I want to tell you one thing. What is the mystery of speaking correct English? The mystery of speaking correct English is that you have to focus your attention on the information, on the message. In the beginning, it happens that you know the translation, you know the grammar, still you'll make wrong sentences. Because you're not making wrong sentences only because you don't know it, because you're hesitant towards it. If you hesitate, if you have fear, if you are not feeling comfortable, there are chances that you will make mistakes. So if you want to save yourself from the mistake, you have to increase the response time of your brain. Suppose I'm going to tell you that you have to tell a story in English language. What will happen? You know the story. In fact, you know so many stories. But if you have to tell the story in English language, your brain will not respond in the sense of word meaning or with the sentences. Why? Because you did not practice speaking. So there are two parts in speaking fluent English. First part is that you have to work on your grammar, you have to work on your translation as well. But you don't depend on that one particular thing. Suppose you are studying the grammar, you are translating, you are practicing the translation, so you will be very much careful about the mistakes, about the sentences, about the structures, about using appropriate words. So that is the one part. But when you start speaking, you do not have to think about the grammar and appropriate words. You have to just push your brain so that it can start giving the response on the basis of information that you have to convey with the listener. So once you start speaking without caring that you are speaking right or wrong, you will see that now your brain is just responding a lot, because we have one alarm system in the brain. If we tell ourselves, if you believe that my sentences are wrong, if you believe that maybe I didn't use the appropriate words, so if you keep pointing these things, your brain will be alarmed and it will stop responding. So if you want to speak good English, if you want to become a fluent speaker, you have to trick your brain by saying that whatever you speak, it is correct, and whatever you are speaking, it's okay. There's a process for becoming a fluent speaker. First, you start speaking, you start committing mistakes, you start making wrong sentences, you start focusing your attention on the information, and slowly you realize that your brain is responding you. And when your brain starts responding you, you have to put right things in your brain. Like you can follow the good grammar, you can follow the good lessons on making sentences. If you follow this, you already keep all these things in your mind. And now you have practiced well, and that's the reason your brain is responding you in a good manner. And that's why your ability to speak faster, your ability to speak fluently is increasing day by day. And if you follow this idea, I'm sure that it is going to bring a fluent speaking skill in your personality. So I hope that you'll like this video. Thank you for staying with me. See you next video.